Run a little late this morning, lighten up the darkness before I get to pull-ups, before I get to burpees. You know, I want to play a few seconds of my theme song. I got dinged on YouTube the other day for having a little bit of my theme song in there, and they said, hey, it's okay, but we just want to let you know we know you're using this music. Man, I need this music. That song is important to me. Now, before I get to the burpees, before I get to the pull-ups, and before I get my butt to the pool this morning at the Y to do some swimming, I want to light up the darkness a little bit here today. I'm really, really tempted to use this cell phone and call the Neenah Police Department. I got something that I really want to talk to them about, and it's important to me. And so I might do that. See if there's anybody working early or working late. Because when it's 4 a.m, it's kind of either an early start or a very late day, depending on if you're coming or going. But I got a lot of stuff to do today, and that includes pull-ups and burpees. It's 13 degrees out there. That doesn't matter. Like, there's probably snow by my castle, but in a little bit, hopefully, I'll make a video and see if my sign is still there, how it's holding up against the cold. And yeah, today's going to be a very, very, very busy day. But first, I'm going to look into see if anybody's working at the police station today. I kind of wish that I had a camera on the front of my vehicle driving that way, because there was just the most amazing sunrise going on today as I was going over the bridge by Washington Park. It was just beautiful, and I'd like to think that maybe that sunrise is for a gentleman named Keith. I hope that I get in contact with the police today. I hope I get to find out if what I've heard is true. You know, I believe that the streets of heaven are guarded by Marines. I believe that with all my heart. And I hope Keith, if he died, is on duty in heaven today. Taking a little bit of a somber walk today. I had a feeling in my heart that what I heard on Wednesday was the truth. I feel kind of blessed to live on the street that I do and live on the block that I do, because I'm not going to point my camera at anybody's house. I'm just going to keep it pointed at my feet as I walk the streets of my town. But there are a lot of flags flying in my neighborhood with the anchor, the globe, and the eagle. And the Short Branch Saloon, I don't think they'll mind if I show that on camera. Right over there. There is no doubt in my mind that that is a Marine bar. My guess is right now, I'd be willing to bet the sidewalk chalk in my pocket that there is a United States Marine in that building. And today I was grateful for the Marines in my gratitude shower. I don't want to get run over. A lot of people have their heads so in their phones they don't even see the car that's coming to kill them. But there's a gentleman that lives in a house right there. That's a former United States Marine. Earlier this year, I spent a lot of good time trying to help out a gentleman. And I'm going to say his name now because there's no code name needed because he's no longer alive. His name is Keith. And I just got off the phone with the Neenah Police Department, and they gave me the sad, somber news that yes, indeed, a United States Marine, a homeless United States Marine, was killed in Neenah, Wisconsin. And well, that's the type of story that stabs me in the heart. There's no trail of blood behind me, but there should be. I know that I gave Keith some cornbread. I know that I cooked him up a pot of pulled pork and gave him some sandwiches and some buns and gave him some clothes and some money. And my friend Scout got him a sleeping bag that he'd be very comfortable sleeping in weather like this today, because it is very, very cold today here in Neenah, Wisconsin. Not the type of day you want to be sleeping out of doors. But I had a very sad heart when I was listening to the police officer going over the details of the death of Keith and how his belongings were scattered all over the park, and how indeed he was a Marine that was honorably discharged, signed by Richard Nixon in 1976. So he was in the service of the same era as my father. So there, that bridge, he used to sleep under that bridge. And I think I've written 2 poems under that bridge now to kind of commemorate how much it means for me to try to help people that need it most. And my wife can tell that I'm very, very sad today because she knows that I wanted to do more for those guys. You know, there's the younger gentleman that's still alive, so I'm not going to use his name. He's the one that told me about Keith's demise. Looks like he's doing better. He says he has a job. He was dressed for the elements. He looked good. He looked clean shaven. His eyes were bright. I don't know how close he and Keith were as far as friends went, but sometimes in life you just become kin by coincidence. I know that's the way it is in the Marines. That's a brotherhood that you just can't explain, and normal people will never understand. So I'm going to look for a space on the wall, because there's a lot of canvas here, and writing the poems on the wall here will definitely stand a longer test of time than they will written on the ground. My wife assures me, because he was a United States veteran, that the government will take care of him, that he'll have a place to rest, and he'll have a little plaque on the ground to secure his memory. And I really hope that I can find out where he is laid to rest so I can go and pay proper respects, because writing a poem on the wall is one thing. Putting flowers on a grave is another. So this is where he slept. This is where he slept. I think this is where my poem is going to go. There's no dishonor in a good death, old brave soldier that I befriended. I thank you for all that still draw breath. Rest easy now, your watch has ended. Rest in peace, Keith. Rest in peace.